Okay, I'm going to do a quick demo of how to include some information in the document and also to cite a web page and show you how to do that. So there's not much in the file right now, that's okay. So I'm just going to scroll down here to the historical context. And let's suppose I'm going to write a section about the superconducting supercollider. So I'm going to do a subsection. I'm going to call this superconducting supercollider. I don't know how it's capitalized, but we'll call it the SSC. There might be text that goes here. And if I wanted to reference a entry in our bibliography that we already have, I can do it like this. So our bibliography is a file called APS-SAMP-bib. And if I go in here, there's a few kind of just examples. Some of them are real, some of them are just for purposes of demonstration. But let's suppose I wanted to reference this, let's see, this book here. I don't even know what that is. Buelter, 1994 is how we're going to reference the name. We're going to cite this book. And so I can come over here, so that's this book, Buelter. Notice some of them are articles, some of them are miscellaneous. I'm going to come over here, and what I'll do is I'll do a little tilde, because that means that I don't want this to go on to a different line, /cite, and then if I do the curly bracket, it'll actually start auto-completing all the different names that's in our bibliography. So this is just citing something, and so now I'm going to recompile, and it's got the text here, it's got the little link. I can do this like this, it says 1, and then it automatically fills in and formats the bibliography. So long as everything is in this file with all the information, it knows how to do stuff. So let's suppose I want to actually reference the Wikipedia page. The SSC was supposed to be constructed in Texas. And now I'm going to reference the Wikipedia page. Now I could build this up by scratch, and if you look up BibTeX and Wikipedia, BibTeX web pages, you can figure out how to do that. But Wikipedia actually has tools built into it. So if you go to most any page, if you go to the upper right tools, you click here, you can find that there is Cite This Page. So I'm going to click on Cite This Page, and then I'm going to go up here to the BibTeX, because that's where we're going to use entry. And it looks like there's two different ways that I can quote them. One of them is going to use the URL package. One of them doesn't. And in LaTeX, the URL package allows you to actually have live links. So I'm actually going to grab this one because I think I've got that set up in our paper. Okay. So I grab this information here, Control C. And then I don't paste that in here, I paste that in our .bib file. And I'm going to put this at the very end. Control V, paste that in here. And now look at this. This is saying my citation. This is what I type right here, enwiki, and then all that information. And I'm going to shorten this so I don't have to type the whole thing out. I'm going to do wiki SSC, and this is just my label that I'm going to use. So when I reference it, it knows where to grab the information from. These have to be unique. So now I go here. SSC was supposed to be constructed in Texas, /tilde, cite, and then I'm going to do wiki SSC. And then if I've done this correctly, and if we get an error, then it might be that I need to use the include URL. I'll do that. Let's see if this works. And there we go. The SSC was supposed to be constructed in Texas too. And then here's all that information that got formatted. I pulled out that out of the file, and the bibliography just gets put at the end. So that's how you can both cite stuff in general that's already in the bibliography, and also in particular pull out a Wikipedia entry for a citation. Okay.